Hello, welcome to Skye Sweaty Record Review. It's the only new music review show hosted by a French professor immediately after getting off the elliptical at the YMCA. It's episode number 56, and it's going to be a short one. The album I'm reviewing is called Dirty Work. Nothing to do with Steely Dan, thank God. Actually, I'm coming around on Steely Dan. It's tough. It's a sign of age when you learn to like Steely Dan, and I guess I really am getting old. The album's called Dirty Work, and it's by a group, a person, a human named Hero. Now, if you look up Hero on Tidal or on Spotify, you're going to find all these bands. Like, his little icon is like these two Korean dudes, and he's actually, based on my research, a black guy from Montreal who grew up in Calgary. So it's hard to find this guy. Bad name. He's one human being, makes all the music, bad name, very good album. You'll notice two people behind me, and that's Daft Punk. And when you listen to this album, you will also notice these two people behind me, Daft Punk. I really like to make the point. What is the idea? What is the goal? What is the result of starting a revolution if nobody follows you? Daft Punk starts revolutions and not enough people follow them. Now, to their credit, Justice, another French EDM duo, pretty much just follows along them like little lapdogs. They are the Coldplay to Daft Punk's Radiohead. But other than that, I don't really feel like there's a lot of people trying to make music as good as Daft Punk. And I think that Daft Punk makes music as good as it is made anywhere. Hero is like all of the Daft Punk albums had a baby together. And then that baby listened to The Weeknd and like took some of the marketing cues from The Weeknd, like, you know, maybe I'm just being racist or nationalist because he's black and from Canada, but still taking a very vague name for to be yourself. He sings in a pretty high voice. The themes of the album, it seems to be like one theme. It seems to be about like one night with one woman, as far as I can tell. There's a lot of themes of him being kind of trouble and look out for me and I've got demons. So it's very Weekendy. But the production is really, really Daft Punk, but in a very good way. It's not just derivative. Because if everyone could be derivative of them, there'd be a lot more good music. It's skillfully derivative. I mean, it opens up with this instrumental track that sounds like an outtake from the Tron soundtrack. And then the next song comes on, Stay Overnight, something like that, Stay at Your Place, or something like that. And that's like a mixture of that kind of Tron arpeggiator sound, that kind of ethereal sound from the Tron soundtrack, mixed in with like that kind of neo-disco from Random Access Memories. And with this interesting singing that goes over it and interesting thematics, it is derivative, but it's also new and it's also interesting, and it's really enjoyable. The next track is called Nightcrawler, nothing to do with that movie or the Marvel character as far as I know. And that's cool because in that way, like, he adds kind of very 2018 sounding drums. By that, I mean he adds drums that sound like they're from the 1980s. I have a hair in my mouth. Yuck. Like kind of like Phil Collins, you know, do drums. But other than that, it's like he takes all of that other Daft Punk stuff I was talking about, the Tron and the Random Access Memories, and then he throws in this like perfect Human After All, like the song Human After All, that actual like computer sound of like heavily rhythmic vocoder, that kind of stuff. And it's great. Nightcrawler's great. It gets my stamp. So does the next track, Dirty Work. And it kind of builds off that same kind of theme of Nightcrawler with really great, much like Daft Punk does, like a lead line that is actually just vocoders going up and down. Interspersed throughout this is like these instrumental bits. It's only a 17-minute album, but it's really worth listening. And I would predict that Hero is going to be a successful musician. Maybe not hyper mainstream, but there's a sensitivity to his voice. There's a lack of artificiality in what he's singing about. It feels like he's really singing about his life. And he produced the whole thing by himself. You know, he produced all the music. He wrote all the lyrics, as far as I can tell from the credits. And so, I mean, we need more people making really high quality EDM that mixes genres, like kind of like trancey music and kind of breakbeat stuff and disco. We need more of that. And it seems like most of that is being done in Canada, whether or not they're working with The Weeknd or whether or not it's, I don't know, Chromeo or other groups like that. So keep going, Canada. Keep going, Hero. Check it out if you like any of the things I just said. It's a quick album, quick review. Ooh, it's a Rice Krispie. That might be my trivia. There's the camera. All right, bye.